Oh, what's up, everyone? We're just getting set up. We're just getting started. So, buckle in, get ready. I gotta find a thumbnail for this stream. So, give me a second. We gotta update this stream with a thumbnail. Because if we don't, we're gonna be in some big doo-doo. Because YouTube loves thumbnails. So, we'll do this one. All right, so let me go update the stream. As soon as we get some people in here, I'll make a major announcement. So bear with me. Wow, Puka Nakua is the pace car today. I didn't realize that. I didn't watch any of the pre-show. I just started watching. So well, we had a viewer, now we don't. But we need, okay, so we're gonna add this thumbnail to the stream. That'll help attract some people. All right. Well, we had a viewer. We lost a viewer. But once we get some viewers in here, I have a major announcement. So yep. Daytona 500 live commentary. I'm very excited for this new era of RJ Game News USA. What we're going to be doing on this channel. It's going to be great. Is the race freaking starting? I need to... Oh, a second. Is there a closed caption on here? All right, we're turning closed captioning on. There we go. All right, we're starting. Boogity, 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 boys. Let's go racing. The Daytona 500 is underway. We're on lap 2. Again, I'm willing to take your all's calls. So I feel like it started a little earlier than what was advertised. Joey Logano's my prediction. We got Busch in first, followed by Briscoe, then Logano, then Elliott, then Blaney. Average speed of Bush is 190 miles per hour right now. He is flying down that track. Everybody holding up the three fingers for Dale Earnhardt, who wore number 3, 7-time Cup champ, and he won the Daytona 500 in 1998 after years of trying and not being able to. I believe he's the second greatest race car driver of all time. Of course, in 2001, he fatally crashed in the Daytona 500. I watched his son, Dale Jr., for a many number of years. I think Richard Petty is the greatest NASCAR driver of all time. Jeff Gordon's in my top 5 as well. Nemechek has overtaken first place. Logano's dropped to 5th. Oh, we got a crash. We've already got a crash. Caution flag out. Caution flag is out. BJ McLeod was in the crash here. Yeah, just lost control there. I think he might be the only car that's out. Going to be out from this crash. Mm. Oh man, we're on a commercial, so anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and announce it anyway. I don't care who's here, who's not here. We're gonna start broadcasting and commentating on live sporting events, starting with this stream here, obviously. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. But yeah, the plan is going to be to start commentating on sporting events as part of the channel. Not just a live stream for gaming, but, you know, at heart, I've always wanted to sports commentate. Now, this may be a poor choice of sport to start with for me because NASCAR is probably my least favorite sport that I watch. And I only watch like the Daytona 500 and the Indy 500, which isn't even, racing basically. I don't watch a whole lot of racing. If you include horse racing in that, I'll watch the Triple Crown races like the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont. But racing has never been my favorite shit. You know what I mean? Like if I were to break it down, if you're to go sport and subtype, my favorite sport is football, NFL followed by college, followed by high school. My second favorite sport is basketball, NBA followed by college, followed by high school. You know what I mean? Well, like I said, I shouldn't have to say, college or high school underneath of it. You get the point. Third favorite sport, hockey. I'm not joking. Although I couldn't tell you how to commentate a hockey game properly. It's just different ways to say the puck is getting shifted here and there. Or, and then my fourth favorite sport would actually then be tennis. My fifth favorite sport would be golf. Baseball comes in sixth. Seventh comes soccer. Then we get to NASCAR. And like I said, if you want to count college football and college basketball as separate from NBA and NFL, then if it's a top 10 list, then it's NFL, college football, NBA, college basketball, right? And then if going all the way down, you'd have soccer at ninth and then racing in 10th. So those are the sports I watch. We plan on doing stuff like watching, the next NFL season. We're going to be looking into doing live streams of Thursday night footballs games, Sunday night football, Monday night football. It's going to be great. Maybe not all those. Who knows? Maybe once a week. Who knows? So that'll be interesting. You doodles. But yeah. What a way to start off the Daytona 500. You're speeding along. And there we get a crash. Be expecting that a lot. This happens at the Daytona 500. I do have to say, I wonder which sport or which race is better. I really go back and forth in this, guys. Daytona 500 or Indy 500? I lean Indy 500. So, I'm going to share this video out so we can get some engagement. Everybody's making pit stops. See, I don't know if I agree with pitting right here. It's only the 9th lap. I wonder if anybody is going to be considering not pitting. Oh, man. Yeah, I think they should only run commercials during cautions. I cannot stand when they go to commercials on a green flag. So, and again, I've chosen the Daytona 500 to make my debut. There's no way in hell I could have commentated the Super Bowl. There's no way. We got more pit stops coming. I do have a love for racing. I love the Forza Horizon games. I love Mario Kart, obviously. I think NASCAR could put out a fun video game if they just make it a little more arcadey. Um, and then, of course, we got that Star Wars pod racing game coming later this year. I'm a little interested in that too. So yeah, I do have some interest in racing. I think this would be a lot better if you didn't stop the race when there's a crash. You just keep going. Like, I think that'd make it a lot more interesting. Don't you guys think? Looks like 5 cars did not come to pit road. McDowell currently in 16th place. Watch him, obviously. Stenhouse Jr. in 5th. Got to watch him. He's good. He's good. Right now, I have both my dogs and my cat all laying in my lap, basically. Gotta love it. How do you guys feel about stages in NASCAR? Like, I don't think they really add anything to it. Get it? Yeah, my guy's Joey Logano, so he's in second right now. Still under caution here. Lap 11 of 200 at the Daytona 500. Kyle Busch currently in first place. Has not pitted. Interesting strategy. He doesn't want to lose his first place spot. It's windy out there today. You can see the flag if you're watching along as I'm commentating. You can see the flag briskly pushing in the wind there. All right. We're going back under green at the Daytona 500. It's lap 12. Boogity, 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 boys. Let's go racing. We got some tight straightaways coming here. Whoever drafts the best chance to win. That's what they say. Drafting is the most important thing, really. Logano pushes to first place. Now Busch retakes the lead. Logano retakes the lead as they go on turn 3, I believe. It's a little back and forth right now. Logano is setting that pace. He is setting that pace. He's got the inside line. Bush has pulled in front of him, taking the outside line, though. They flip-flop lines. It's back and forth, man. Push, push, push. Go, go, go. Move up positions while it's green. And we are going into lap 14 with Joey Logano in first place, the man that I predicted would win this race. Nemechek's up to third. We got Denny Hamlin there in the top 12. He's a multiple-time winner of this event. Chase Elliott's up there in the top 8. I'll say this. I may like the Indy 500 more, but the Daytona 500's got the better, more recognizable racers. I just like the style of the racing of the Indy 500 more open wheel, quicker cars versus stock car. Nemechek has taken the lead. Yeah, Bush has fallen back to fourth. Nemechek now in that lead. And we have hit the 16th lap of the Daytona 500. What looks like a beautiful day out. Who is that? Who's in the 16 car? They're moving up. What are we doing? Why are they doing this? Why? So let me get this straight. Fox is going to commercial. What for? We're under green, guys. I mean, at least they do picture-in-picture, but for God's sake, we're under green. Why are you going to commercial under green? You should only go into commercial on a caution flag. I don't get this. I mean, at least thank God it's at least picture-in-picture, but holy crap. I hate when they do this shit. I can't stand it. All right, we're on lap 18. After the 65th lap, it'll be the end of stage 1, which doesn't mean shit to me, honestly. Does not mean shit to me. I care about who wins the whole race. Is it kind of weird that the best race, I don't know, it's kind of weird that the most important race in all of NASCAR is the first race of the year. Isn't that weird? But, you know, it's the importance that's put on it. I mean, honestly, I think if you were to ask guys, hey, Would you rather win the Daytona 500 or win the points championship? I think they'd say they'd rather win the Daytona 500. I think every one of these guys would say they'd rather win the Daytona 500. I believe that. Now, Richard Petty had the best of all worlds. He won 200 races, the most ever. He also won 7 championships, the most ever, tied for the most ever. And he won 7 Daytona 500s, the most ever. So that's why he's the king. You'll never see it again. But again, I think this is a race where you could kind of throw, I mean, yeah, you won't win the stage, but you kind of throw teamwork out the window to a degree, although everybody's going to be teaming up to push ahead on drafting anyway. But it's also one of those where you're going to do whatever you got to do to try to win the race. And that may not be true for every single race, depending what's going on for your team throughout the year. Nemechek in first place as he rounds the corner. We're in lap 21. Again, I see people popping in and popping out of the chat. They're probably looky-loos. They don't know if they like this or not. Again, hopefully core audience will show up here in a little bit and we'll get the chat moving. So, because, hey, clicks are nice, but clicks that last 5 seconds don't even really matter. Kyle Larson in 14th place. I believe what they did to that man was cruel when they assassinated his reputation. Joey Logano and for Nemechek is. It's going back and forth between Nemechek and Logano. Busch is actually behind Logano now. He was fighting for first earlier. And you know what? Ever since that first caution, we got that out of the way. Knock on wood. We've had some really clean racing. Good, clean racing since the first caution. So if you like green flag racing, then this has been the race for you so far. Like to see it. All right. So yeah, welcome new viewers to the chat. We are live reacting to the Daytona 500. We're going to start commentating more on sporting events in live stream. This is the first event of many that will occur throughout the year. So get excited for that. They're rounding the corner. Nemechek in first place. We're going into the 24th lap. He's running about 181 miles per hour as he rounds the corner there. Kowalski in second. Nope, Logano in second now. As Busch remains in fourth. We got some good green flag racing going on. 2-lane traffic. Lots of good drafting going on right now. Perfect weather conditions other than a strong crosswind. Brad Kowalski started in 9th. Now he is now second place. So he's moved up quite a bit from where he started. And Nemechek has led 13 of 23 laps so far. The other leaders have been Kurt Busch, or Kyle Busch, I should say, and Joey Logano, who I predicted would win this race. Joey Logano is the 22 car in yellow, if you're watching, has hear me commentate. We've had one caution so far. in the 6th lap. Connor Zilish, age 19, from Mooresville, North Carolina, has 11 career O'Reilly wins. He's new on the scene as a rookie. He's not doing half bad out there. We are on lap 25 of 200. 26 of 200 now, excuse me. As Nemechek still leads this puppy. They're just flying down the track. Just flying down the track. Nemechek's putting a hell of a pace on right now. If anything, he's pulling away some. Now you got to wonder, we've had about 20 or so laps of green flag racing. When will one of these cars decide where they got to pit under green to get tires or to get fuel? We're on lap 27 now. We have mostly Fords and Chevys towards the front. In fact, Chevy is taking up about 6 of the top 10 spots, or 7 of the top 11 spots right now. What are we doing, Fox? What are we doing? Are we going to go to a fucking commercial on green flag again? We are. Luckily, like I said, at least it's picture in picture, but still. I don't get this. I don't get this at all. You have so much time when there's cautions out to go to commercial. It's fucking stupid. Oh, man. So what do you guys think so far? Fast pace. I know Chris Broussard picked Bubba Wallace. He's in 27th. Oh, man. William Byron won the 2024 and 2025 Daytona 500. We need to figure out where he is currently. We got to keep an eye on him. 30 of 200 laps have been completed. Nemechek in first place, Logano in second, Busch in third, Koloski in fourth, Briscoe in fifth, Barry in sixth, Van Griesen in seventh, Dillon in eighth, Elliott in ninth, Custer in 10th, Gibbs in 11th, Dillon in 12th, Bell in 13th, Zilich in 14th, the rookie, Kyle Larson in 15th, Bushner in 16th, Denny Hamlin in 17th, Algier in 18th, Blaney in 19th, and Allmendinger in 20th. And we're on lap 32. The wind is gusting hard. You can see it in the trees. This is officially the windiest Daytona 500 of all time, with gusts up to 20 miles per hour. You can see that flag just ripping there in the wind. This is the windiest Daytona 500 ever. This could cause a lot of havoc. Joey Logano and Nemechek competing for first and second on the different lines of traffic. It's back and forth a bit. I think Nemechek's mostly getting the better go of it. And we are on lap 34. So we are about 1/6 of the way through this race today already. I feel like it's going pretty nicely. I really can't stand when there's rain delays and there's a bunch of cautions. Question is, when will these guys pit? That is got to be going on their mind probably around lap 40. Who's going to be the lucky duckling that gets, doesn't pit and then the yellow flag comes out? Briscoe has overtaken the lead for first. Where the fuck did he come from? And Logano regains the lead. No, Briscoe regains the lead, and we're on lap 35. It's back and forth between Briscoe and Logano. Gibbs has moved up to third. Busch and Nemechek have fallen to the wayside in fifth and sixth place. Oh, shoot. Briscoe and Logano fighting neck and neck in the 35th lap of the Daytona 500. Nemechek in third, Gibbs in fourth, Van Griesen in fifth. A little bump there. Logano's back in. Just a little touch, but it didn't cause any accident. We're going 3 wide. That's usually where you get some accidents happening. We got 3 wide traffic here. Keep it 2 lanes, guys. Keep it 2 lanes. I got it 3 wide, man. That is where you always get the crashes. You always get the crashes 3 wide. What happened to Koloski there? He went off almost on the pit road and then had to come back on. What happened? Briscoe in first, Gibbs in second, Van Griesen in third, Elliott in fourth. We've completely shook up the leaderboard now. Almost Koloski got bumped. Yeah, he got bumped a little bit there by Nemechek, I believe. Be interesting if NASCAR will assess a penalty for that or not. I think they'll say race on. Kyle Larson has moved up big time. We are on lap 38 now. The Daytona 500. We're moving along at a pretty brisk pace despite the wind. But you just feel like we're on edge here at any moment now. There will be a crash. You just know it'll come. Logano's moved his way back up to third. Nemechek fighting back, getting up to fifth. They were leading most of the time. Briscoe in first right now, followed by Gibbs as we get to the 39th lap. And Fox is going to a picture-in-picture commercial. Don't discount Denny Hamlin in 10th right now. I believe he's won the event 3 times. He's good on this track, man. Looking through the leaderboard right now. Ryan Blaney, he was picked by Nick Wright. He's in 25th. Joey Logano just tried to pass Briscoe. Briscoe blocked him off and will not let him pass. You know, you want to lead laps too at the Daytona 500. You don't just want to win the race. You also want to lead laps. We're on lap 40, so we're already a fifth of the way through this contest. We've only had one caution so far. I like that. The wind will be a factor. We've seen a little bump here and there. We've seen a little 3 wide here and there. We got 3 wide going on right now. Briscoe, Logano, Nemechek in the top 3 spots as we enter lap 41. Briscoe's still in first. What the fuck are we doing? We're not even picture-in-picture anymore for the commercial here. What the fuck is going on? All right, there we go. There was some stupid ad. For the Speed Channel? I thought that either that channel still existed or they got rid of it. Good stretching. We're in it for the long haul. Nemechek's worked his way back up to second. Briscoe's still in first. Logano in third. Again, Logano is who I got. I just like his style. Lap 43 now. Showing Joey Logano here. 8 laps led. Currently third. Highest was first. Lowest 18th. We got 3 Toyotas in first place. We got 5 of the top 6 are Toyotas, with Joey Logano being the only Ford. As we hit lap 44 now. Toyota having a hell of a day. There's a bunch of Chevys in the middle of the pack. Ford is not so much having a great day. They got Logano and Kowalski in the top 7, but that's all they got in the top 14. And you wonder how much those Toyotas are going to work together to fend off Logano. We're entering lap 45. So far, I like how this race has played out. There's been a lot of good back and forth. It's been a lot of green flag racing, which I like. I know some people like the crashes. I don't mind. The crashes are crazy, right? But what I really don't mind, what I really mind is having to wait under yellow for so long. We got Briscoe in first. Logano hot on his tail. Algier has moved up 29 spots since the beginning of the race. He started way in the back of the pack when the race started. He's now up to 7th. Watch him. That's quite a jump there. It's usually a sign of a good car. We got Logano's pit cam right now. He's falling behind, if anything, now. He's down to 4th. Some of the Toyotas have fallen back, and some of the Chevys have moved up. So we're on lap 47. Kyle Busch has dropped to 20th after he started off pretty good. Started off in first for the most of the early part of the race. Then it was Nemechek and Logano fighting for first. And then it was Briscoe up there. Briscoe up there right now. As we enter the 48th lap of the Daytona 500. I want to thank everybody for stopping by and watching this stream as we are launching live commentary on sporting events on this channel. I'm super excited to be here and bring this to you guys. Austin Dillon making a move up to 7th. Denny Hamlin's up there at 6th, and Chase Elliott's up there at 4th. They're making moves. They are making some moves. We're on lap 49. I'm stunned. We've only had one caution. I'm pleasantly surprised with that. Briscoe holding the line in first. Gibbs, another Toyota right behind him, giving him a push for now. For now, they're working together. I have a feeling it won't stay that way soon because they're going to have to pit soon. We're on lap 50. We are 1/4 of the way through the Daytona 500, and now we'll be counting down laps to go for the stage. We're going to be interested in how stage 1 plays out here. But a pit ought to be coming before the end of this stage. That'll shake everything up. 15 laps to go in the stage. In stage 1. I do. 14 laps to go in stage 1. Briscoe still in front, followed by Gibbs, both Toyotas. We're going picture in picture now for Fox. Ooh. 13 laps to go in stage 1. Elliott is all the way up to second. Hamlin's in third. They moved up quite a bit. Bubba Wallace has moved up to 15th. That's Chris Broussard's pick. My guy Logano's in fourth. $12 laps to go in stage 1. I'm pretty sure Briscoe's led the most laps now, I think, of the race. But, man, that's a star-studded top 4 right there. Briscoe, Elliott, Hamlin, Logano. But what would you expect anything different from the Daytona 500? $11 laps to go in stage 1. All right. They're rounding turn 4. Briscoe still in first, followed by Elliott, Hamlin, Logano. Gillian's up to 5th. Bubba Wallace is making some moves. Bubba Wallace is in 8th. NASCAR so badly would want Bubba Wallace to win. They really, really would. Could you imagine? You know that's who they would want. We got 9 laps to go in the first stage. And pitting, we have some pitting going on, but not everybody pitted. Joey Logano pitted. Oh, man. That's going to put my guy way back. But we are getting to that point where these guys have not pitted in probably nearly 50 laps. They're going to have to pit. Briscoe is just refusing to pit. He is not interested in pitting. Joey Logano way behind now. You're wondering, did he have to pit? Was that the right move? I don't know. Damn. Looks like they're all pitting now. Most of them are pitting now. That's going to completely shake up the leaderboard. With 7 laps to go in stage 1. We got a spin out here. Jimmy Johnson spun out going into pit road. He's a top 5 all-timer himself. Right now, Chase Elliott's in first. He refused to pit. Does he have the fuel? Oh, he's going to pit now. He's going to pit now. But Gilliland is still there, not pitting. Neither is Dylan. I don't know, man. Well, 6 laps to go in stage 1. This is a risky ploy. Could you imagine running out of fuel on the track? Could you ever live it down? Smith is in first, followed by Cindric, and then Ryan Blaney has moved up to third. That is Nick Wright's pick. Fords have the top 3 spots. This leaderboard has been completely shaken up. Bowman up there, Dylan up there, Zilich. Zilich is pitting. It's all shaken up now on the leaderboard. It seems like these guys have no choice at this point but to pit. This is where the pit crew, man, oh man, this is where they make their hay. Because whoever has the fastest pits probably win in stage 1. All right. Four laps to go in stage 1. Logano in 28th place. Ouch. Smith in first. What has he got in the tank? What kind of tank does Smith got? My goodness. Well, the camera's following Briscoe like he's still the leader when he's not. Right now, Smith is leading this race. 3 laps to go in stage 1. Getting pushed here by Cindric. Fords have the top 6 spots. in the Daytona 500, then followed by 4 Chevys to round out the top 10. Toyota isn't there until the 13th spot, which is Briscoe. Zane Smith, age 26, hometown Huntington Beach. Has a chance to win the stage here. Those Fords will be pushing Fords. Those Chevys will be pushing Chevys. It's looking real good for Ford right now. We've only had one caution this entire race, which is a blessing. Smith has not pitted in 56 laps. Unreal. It might just pay off for him. We're on the final lap of stage 1. Will Smith's strategy pay out, or will he run out of gas? As soon as this lap's over, they're all going to be pitting. They're really pushing for this stage win here. That's pushing the shit out of it, honestly. I would never, ever go over 50 laps without pitting. That's crazy. But it might just pay off. It might just pay off. Who got it? Zane Smith gets the stage win, followed by Cedric Blaney. They're all going to go pit now. What a bold choice there by Zane Smith to pick up the stage points. And now Fox has decided to not even go picture-in-picture, just full fucking commercial for no reason. This would be the time where it's like, guys, picture-in-picture at least, please. We are a full commercial on screen right now with a green flag going in the Daytona 500. This is unacceptable broadcasting by Fox. Unacceptable. But we are a third of the way, basically, through the Daytona 500. And we've done it in about an hour, guys. This is going to be a quick Daytona 500. You know, sometimes I'm used to Daytona 500 being at least 4 hours, usually more closer to 5 hours, depending on the amount of cautions. Sometimes a rain delay makes it even worse. But yeah, we got a full fucking commercials going right now. No picture-in-picture. Unreal. Unfucking believable that Fox would do this to us. I don't get it, man. I would call and complain right now to your local Fox station. In other sporting news, we do have the NBA All-Star Game today. USA versus the world. You know, I don't care. I simply don't care about All-Star Games anymore. I have fully given up on All-Star Games. I don't watch any of them anymore. They're not fun. The NBA All-Star Game would just be fixed with a one-on-one tournament. 16 players all in one night, first to 10, seeded by how they were voted in by the fans. That would be epic as hell. You would have 15 little mini basketball games going on, 1v1s. They would play hard for that. It's very individualized. It would be awesome. I don't care what anybody says. And then as far as the baseball All-Star Game goes, I don't think there really is anything to fix with the baseball All-Star Game. I think that that's fine the way it is. and the home run derby as well. I think USA versus the world for the NBA is a little better than it was. But when it comes to the NFL, that's where I have the biggest issue with their All-Star game. It needs to go back to being in Hawaii. It needs to go back to being a week after the Super Bowl. It needs to go back to it needs to go back. It needs to be where the winning conference gets the 9th home game for the following season, since we're on a 17-game schedule, and that 17th game is interconference. That would give some real incentive there. So for organizations to let their players play. And if you're doing the Pro Bowl a week after the Super Bowl, that means you're also getting people that are in the Super Bowl or won the Super Bowl an opportunity to actually be at the Pro Bowl. And I also think they need to make it clear that if you're not at the Pro Bowl, your Pro Bowl selection will not count anymore. And if they have to bring in the alternate, they get the Pro Bowl selection instead of you. Not plus you, instead of you. So that would be how I would change that up. Oh, gosh. Yeah, as far as Winter Olympics go, I have not been paying attention at all to the Winter Olympics. When it comes to the Olympics, like the Summer Olympics, I like. The Winter Olympics, I really get over that shit right away. I really do. Yeah, and as far as hockey All-Star game goes, the Four Nations are okay. I think that's the one that's like it should be Europeans versus North Americans. Honestly, one game, Europeans versus North Americans instead of Four Nations. So, what do I know? I'm just a guy on the internet. I hate that Fox went to commercial, man. Stupid. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. A lot of freaking Winter Olympics this week. Yeah, I'm not a fan of like figure skating and shit like that. I just, skiing, bobsled, whatever. I know hockey. That's what I know. That's what I know. Good googly moogly. Oh, wait, a Saturday. But yeah, Fox has to fix this shit. When they're on green flag, they should not go to commercial. If they it has to be picture in picture. Oh man, that's a good one. Interesting. Oh shoot, that's crazy. Oh man, that's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be good. Okay. Oh shit. So yeah, I was looking ahead a little bit at what we got going on sports wise. We got some good college basketball Saturday. Cincinnati and Kansas, Arizona and Houston. Uh, and NBA wise, Lakers Celtics on Sunday next week. We're at the 8th running of the Daytona 500. Oh man. A good doubleheader of college basketball tomorrow night. Syracuse versus Duke and Houston versus Iowa State tomorrow night. Maybe I'll stream that too if this video could get 10 likes. If this video can get 10 likes. Well, we got some pit stops going on. We're in a little bit of a lull right now. We had such good green flag racing for a while there. How are we feeling in chat, guys? Ryan Blaney currently in first. Under yellow. Green flag, Ryan Blaney in first, followed by Cendric and Bushner, then Hamlin and Bubba Wallace. Briscoe in sixth, Reddick in seventh, Smith, who won stage one, in eighth, McDowell in ninth, Bell in 10th, Dillon in 11th, Bowman in 12th. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing. Cendric's in first. Oh. And then let's see. We're on 127 laps to go in the race. Got some green flag racing. Danny Hamlin currently going 187 miles per hour. Oh man. Picture in picture. Oh, kind of. Denny Hamlin there in first place. He has quite a legacy at the Daytona 500, does he not? Quite a legacy. Oh, goodness. Yeah, we're at full on college basketball season. I know that. I'm kind of looking ahead a little bit on the schedule. But goddamn, we got a lot of college basketball coming up. That's interesting. Denny Hamlin in first, followed by Bubba Wallace in second. Got completely different leaders up there than earlier. Oh, man. That's rough, brother. Some Prime Video. That's Pistons Knicks. Yeah. Well, we're in deep into stage 2 now, somewhat. Lap 17 to 65 for stage 2. Chastain in first. I do apologize for those of you watching on replay if I'm not commentating as much as I was earlier. We're not getting quite the viewership I'm wanting from the live chat. We haven't had anybody chat. We've had people pop in and pop out, but stick around, not so much. Chastain in first, Wallace in second, Ware in third, Hamlin in fourth. They're 3 wide. Again, if you pop in and out, I don't know what you expect from this stream. But obviously, for copyright reasons, I can't actually show the Daytona 500. I can't have you listen to the Daytona 500. This is my commentary of what I'm seeing from the Daytona 500. So, it's not, it shouldn't be rocket science to understand what I'm doing here. You could have the TV on and muted and be listening to me, or have me on with your TV on and put something in chat about the race. You know, I'm not saying watch me and don't have the race on. I'm saying I'm complimentary to the race. This should be a place where you discuss the race in the chat. Right? Or am I wrong on that? Oh, Zilich, the rookie, pushing for first. Dylan, though. Oh, we got a crash. Huge crash. Briscoe involved. Zilich involved. I think Zilich was the main guy involved. Dylan's involved. This is going to heavily affect this race. Leaders, this group just involved in a crash. The third caution of the day. Oh, man. Zilich, the rookie. Huge mistake. I think it was his fault. I think it was Zilich's fault. Oh, man. Let's see. We're watching here. Zilich is in the middle lane. He's bumping. Yeah. No, it's on Zilich, man. This one's on Zilich. He's swerving. He's not maintaining his lane. He got impatient. He got impatient. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're on a commercial break right now, so I'm taking a break as well. So, I mean, we had just had our third caution. We're on a commercial break. We're taking a break here. I think Zillich was at fault. So, if you're just joining us, thanks for joining. You can leave your thoughts in the comments below. Who do you think is going to win the Daytona 500? Personally, I have Joey Logano winning it. So, oh man. Zane Smith won stage 1 today. So again, big thing with the channel is we're going to be doing more commentary on sporting events in live streams. So that starts today with the Daytona 500. That way, by the time we get to NFL season, we're going to be really informed on this. You know what I mean? So, I mean, let me know in the chat. Do you guys like Daytona 500 more or the Indy 500 more? All right, we're back from commercial. It looks like pretty much everybody is pitting. Gibbs, Zillich, Algier, all involved in the crash. We're in lap 24 of 65 of stage 2. Now, I'm wondering for some of these guys here, this might be the last pit of stage 2. They may want to try to do what Zane Smith did do earlier in the race, which was not pit for a while, and he ended up winning stage 1. See, I think Zillich here, just a rookie mistake. Getting a little impatient, a little anxious there. He let his ass in and then spun out. So I'm not disappointed with the amount of cautions have not been bad today. I've seen worse. I've definitely seen worse. With how windy it is out there too, I'm surprised there hasn't been more cautions. But as this race progresses, you will see more being taken and more cautions flying out. That's for sure. This by no means is the last caution. No way. Who you guys like right now to win this race? Algier in first. I mean, he started way in the back at the beginning. Ware's up there. Wallace, Larson, and Bush is up there. That's how you spell it. Uh, mm, all right. We're in lap 26 of 65 in stage 2. We're under caution right now. I'm going to mute my mic for a second. Okay. Sorry. Let me mute that mic for a second. Yeah. All right, one to green flag. Chastain in first, followed by Larson, then Hamlin, and then Cindric, followed by Busch in the top 5. We're on lap 27 of 65 of stage 2. It's looking like it's getting cloudier out there. A little bit darker, cloudier out there at Daytona, closer to sunset, but I'm a little worried about rain, just a little bit. That's the one thing I can't stand that just completely fucks up racing events is when it rains. So 38 laps to go in stage 2. Chastain in first still. We got 2 lines of traffic, 2 lines going on. Oh, we got a third line building. That's usually where the crashes happen. They're going bumper to bumper. Again, guys, got to chill out a little bit here. Let's get some good green flags in. There ain't no reason to get impatient. You still got 38 laps, 37 laps to go in the stage. And you still got 107 laps overall. Just don't be front end and someone's back end. It's a good way to end your day. Easier said than done. Only 200 miles an hour. All right. We got 3 lines building. Cindric's got a nice, healthy lead right now in first. Oh, Chastain's getting pushed forward. And he's overtaken him now. As we go to 36 laps to go in stage 2. And Chastain now has a really decent lead. But guess what? Cindric's getting pushed now. And now Cindric's retaking the lead. And they're neck and back and forth. This is what happens. As now Chastain takes the lead on the outside line. And now he's more taking the middle line approach. Chastain has, and Cindric is right behind him on his tail as we hit 35 laps to go in stage 2. Some would say the Daytona 500 is the best race of all time. As we go to picture-in-picture on the Fox broadcast, of course, they go picture-in-picture right as some of the most exciting racing is happening on your screen. We're getting some swerving back and forth there between lines. So, got a feeling a crash is coming. They're going 3 wide down there. Fords are the top 4 spots right now, but a Chevy leads the race with Chastain. Laps to go. Cindric has pulled ahead. Fords have pulled ahead all now of Chastain. Oh. All right. Looking like things are stabilizing a little bit out there. That inside line's not getting any push at all. It's all the middle and top line here, outside line. That bottom line, that inner line is not getting up there. 33 laps left in stage 2. Cindric with the lead, followed by Chastain. We do have Smith sitting there in the 4th spot. He did win stage 1, being savvy, being risky, not fueling before the end of stage 1. They're bumper to bumper. They're neck. Oh, they are neck and neck going through stripe. 32 laps to go in stage 2. Three lines of cars coming on through. Chastain bouncing back and forth between the middle line and the outer line. We've had 17 leaders, 26 lead changes, 35 cars in the lead lap currently, 3 cautions, 17 caution laps. It's been a very entertaining Daytona 500 thus far, in what some are calling the greatest race of all time. And Chastain still maintains the lead. He's bouncing back and forth between lanes like a madman. He's finding a way. He's being really risky, in my opinion. Chastain in the Busch car, the 1 car here. Buschner in the 17 car in orange in 3rd. The highest Ford in the group right now, followed by Kyle Larson, followed by Ryan Blaney. Oh, fuck. Are we going to commercial? I don't think. Okay, now Fox has finally updated the race board. We're more than halfway through the race now. We've done over 100 laps on the Daytona 500. So they got an issue with the score bug right now. I was wondering because that lap felt a long time. But, oh, shit. Yeah, we got 28 to go in stage 2, 98 to go in the overall race. I think he's pulling ahead to first. I think he's pushing ahead. Yeah, I don't know. It's neck and neck right there. Lines. There's a third line that's forming. Oh, Busch is pushing Larson ahead. Busch gave the push. "26 laps to go in stage 2. And believe it or not, Kyle Busch is back in first place. He was the leader of this race very early on. He has diligently his way back to the top after falling far behind. What effort to just move up car by car over a long period of time. That is a veteran racer right there, folks. He knows you're in it for the long haul, and he's made his move. Well played. Well, meanwhile, Ryan Blaney in third. He's been kind of lurking there. Earlier, the Toyotas were killing it. Now the the Chevys are killing it. The Chevys are top 3 spots right now. "24 laps to go in stage 2. In what some are calling the greatest race of all time. Arthritis in my hand, dude. In what some are calling the greatest dog of all time. Yes. Yes. You like the race? Good. Ow. You like the race? Who's good? Who's good, Doodle Bear? Who's good, Doodle Bear? You like racing? A roughs? Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Are you being a ham on cam? Are you being a ham on the camera? You're being a ham on the camera. Up, UFL returns March 27th. Might have to stream some UFL games. What do you think? Should we stream some UFL? Yeah. We should stream some UFL games. Do these. I'm doing this. It was good. Who's good? Who did that? Good girl. Good girl. Woo woo. Woo woo. Kyle Busch is in the lead. That's you on camera. Is that you on? Yes. Mm-hmm. That's good. Why are you this way, huh? Why you gotta do this? Can't you see I'm trying to work? Oh. We got 20 laps to go in stage 2. And then we get to the fun stuff. That final stage. Doodles, who do you think's going to win? Who you got? Hey. Oh, shit. On my phone. Kyle Larson, Kurt Busch, Ryan Blaney, top 3. Oh my gosh. What did I do to you? What did I do to you? Why are you doing this? Goodness gracious, I'm trying to watch the race. I'm trying to watch the race. What are you doing? Oh. Busch in first, Larson in second. They're going back and forth. We're under green flag right now in super windy conditions at the Daytona 500. Busch and Larson back and forth, man. You girl. You girl. I know. I know. We got 18 laps to go in stage 2. In what some are calling the greatest stage of all time. We got a commercial going on under green flag with less than 20 laps in a stage left. This is ridiculous. I know I keep harping on this, but Fox is being ridiculous, man. Okay, we're at least getting picture in picture. Thank God. With 17 laps to go in stage 2. In what some are calling the greatest Daytona 500 of all time. $16 laps to go in stage 2. Larson and Busch been back and forth for a while now. As it starts to get a little darker, a little cloudier there in they're about to lap someone. Well, that just got awkward. They just someone. I think there should be a rule in NASCAR. If you lap somebody, got to pull over. Their day's done. Their day is done if you get lapped. That should be the rule. You finish in that spot. If you agree with me, type 1 in the chat. If you disagree with me, type 2 in the chat. Busch and Larson, man, back and forth. We got 15 laps to go in stage 2. Who's taking stage 2? I'm going to say Larson takes it. I'm going to say Larson takes stage 2. My guy, Joey Logano, where the fuck did he go? Where did he go? 26th. Yeah, I ain't going to cut it. Again, Jimmy Johnson, what, he finished 36 today? He should retire. Let's be honest. Oh, wow. I mean, just watching the Fox broadcast, I didn't realize, they just said Simpsons' 800th episode is on tonight. That's crazy. That's nutty. That's nutty. Am I going to watch? Nah. I kind of haven't watched any of those comedy shows on Animation Domination. I don't have Hulu anymore, and I don't watch it live. 12 laps to go in stage 2, but I haven't watched Animation Domination in a while, or even the replay on Hulu for any of those shows, because like the year football was going on, and I didn't have Hulu most of the time. So, but yeah, for those of you that care on commercial, 100th episode of The Simpsons coming tonight. So, The Simpsons is older than me, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Bush in first. Blaney is right behind him. I got to give credit to Bush. He was out earlier. I mean, he was out in front earlier, and then he backed in the pack, and then now he's back up towards the front. So, got to give him credit where credit's due. $800th episode. The Simpsons is tonight. Yeah, definitely letting people know about that. We got 10 laps to go in stage 2. Buckle in. We got Bush up front. We got Ham. We got Blaney. We got Algier. We got Larson. We got Wallace. They want the stage win. Oh, yeah. All right, we got laps to go now in stage 2. Bush in first, followed by Blaney and then Larson. Who's taking stage 2? Let me know in the comments. I think Larson's going to take it. That's just my opinion, even though he just dropped to 5th. Great. So, we'll see. Bush has consistently been up towards the front. Right now, Daytona in first. He's one of the all-time great performers in the Daytona 500. I can't do that for copyright reasons. So, yeah, that's the problem. This is live commentary. So, like on YouTube, if you aim the camera towards the television, your stream will get taken down because Fox owns the rights to the broadcast. So I can't play any sound from the broadcast, and I can't show it on TV. So the idea is here, either you have no way to watch it, and then I have to tell you what's happening, or if you're watching it, then holy shit, everybody just crashed. Everybody just crashed. Huge pile up. Huge pile up. Oh my God. That's the biggest crashes I've ever seen. We have to. Wow, holy crap. What a disaster. That crash is huge. The amount of cars that were in that was insane. We have to figure out who was in that totally here. Oh man. Chastain involved in it. Joey Logano involved in it. Looks like. Yep. I got to figure out who's not involved in it, or who could continue, or who could stay on the lead lap. Because holy crap, this is a lot to unpack here. Denny Hamlin involved. I'm not saying it's one of the most violent crashes I've seen. I've seen way more violent, but the amount of cars involved in the crash, this is a big one. There'll be varying degrees of damage. And it'll probably be a while under caution. Is the stage going to finish under caution? It might. 6 laps to go in stage 2. Bubba Wallace currently listed in first. So 5 laps to go. Under caution with no sign that the caution will be over anytime soon off of that crash. Bubba Wallace might get a stage 2 win. The 40 cars having to be That's crazy. Come here, Doodle. Come here, dude. Oh, so we're a little over 2 hours into this broadcast. I gotta say, I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I think it's made my experience of this a little better. All right, hold on. I gotta get my other dog up here. Come here, boy. There you guys go. How do you like those apples? Huh? How do you like those apples? So, yeah, Ross Chastain, Cindric, Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, all involved in the wreck too. Custer, Algiers, Zane Smith, who won stage one, Bowman, Gibbs, Heim, McDowell, Giesberg, Aaron Jones, all involved. That's not even all the names I've seen pop up on screen, but a ton of people involved in the crash. Who could come back? Who could stay on the lead lap and stay relevant? Seems like Bubba Wallace was the big winner here. It seems like Bubba Wallace really is going to benefit here from this crash. Four laps to go in stage two under caution. I'll make a killing. This was a huge ass fucking crash. Like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, I see kind of at least a dozen cars, if not more, maybe closer to 20 cars. We're on to commercial. So before the crash, I was addressing a viewer's complaint. They said, aim the camera at the TV, please. So again, I can't do that. Copyright. I can't have the sound on in case there's copyright. Therefore, what I'm doing is I'm doing commentary on the race. Okay. It's my style, my flair of commentary. This is also a spot where you can put your thoughts in the chat and we can talk about the race too. That doesn't mean you have to watch me instead of the race. You could have the race on and have me on. You could have the race on mute and have me on. You could have the race on with the volume and me on with the volume. Doesn't matter, however you want to watch. Or you could have me on, and when the race is on commercial, like right now, that's when we can discuss what's going on during the race. So, and again, for anybody that's coming to me hoping that I can, show you the race for free, the race is available for free. It's on Fox. Just get an antenna. Hi. Hi, kitty. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Ow, fucker. Your claws are digging into me. You trying to hurt me? You're a good cat. But you should probably go to the foot of the chair. Is that okay? All right. Good kitty. Good doodles. Good doodles. Yeah, most of the crashes have been towards the front. There you go. No, get off the computer. Toodles, calm down. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're getting to my favorite part of the race. We're getting towards the back third of it. Ross Chastain, Cindric, Larson, Busch, Hamlin, Blaney, Logano, Bryan, Gilead, and Hurst all involved in the crash. Also involved Smith, Algier, Custer, Nemechek, Jones, Bowman, Gibbs, Heim, McDowell, and Van Griesen. I'm counting about 26 cars involved, according to Fox here. Or about 22. About 22 cars involved. Bubba Wallace has won stage 2 under caution. Blaney in second, Busch in third, Nemechek in fourth, Hurst in fifth. Again, some of these guys were involved in the crash, are still racing. They weren't involved in out. There's a number of guys that are still left in. Logano, my guy, has shot back up to 8th following the crash. I'm wondering how many active racers do we have left? I'm wondering. Are all 20 people I see on the leaderboard still active? I think they would be. I think they would be. Congratulations to Bubba Wallace for winning stage 2. I wonder if we'll ever see a car go in the water. That'd be crazy. The Great American Race. I got to say, when you look at the sports calendar every year, major championships, major sporting events, January is marked by the NFL playoffs, the college football playoffs and national championship, and the Australian Open in tennis. February is known for two things: the Super Bowl and the Daytona 500. March is known for March Madness and the college basketball tournament, conference tournament, and the college basketball tournament. April, I believe, is mostly known for the Masters golf tournament. In May, I would say that's mostly known for playoffs. And in June, that's mostly also known. What's mostly known for the NHL and NBA finals. While July is mostly known for Wimbledon. Why don't we just go what each month is mostly known by? Let's do that. Okay. January, it's got to be the college football national championship. February has to be the Super Bowl over Daytona. I'm sorry. March has to be March Madness. April has to be the Masters. May, May's a tough one. There's so many options for May. The Kentucky, because look, the NBA and hockey playoffs are in May, but that's not the championship, right? The French Open starts in May, but doesn't end in May. So I think the Indy 500 has got to be the most known thing in May, right? More than the Kentucky Derby. Okay, June, NBA Finals. Sorry to the hockey finals. Bye, Wimbledon. August is a toughie. August sucks ass for anything sports related. Like, it's the worst month. It's like NFL preseason and shit. Hell, they don't make August anymore. Quiet. Doodles. Quiet. But I'm gonna say August is. I mean, most of the U.S. Open for tennis is in September, though. And to be honest, September is most known for NFL kicking off championship. And October is baseball, of course. There's a lot of football going on in October. There's a lot of football in November and December, too, that aren't championship related. So, maybe it's better to look at it this way. What's the top 10 sporting events every year? So, quiet. And you can only pick one per sport. The Super Bowl. Right? This is every year. So this is not the Olympics. It's not the World Cup. The Super Bowl is number one sporting event every year. Then I would say the NBA Finals. And then it's the World Series. And then it's the NHL Finals. Then I would say the Masters. No, Wimbledon. Then the Masters. We've already fucked it up, guys. We've already fucked it up. Back it up. Number one is the Super Bowl. Number 2 is the college football national championship game. Number 3 is the NBA finals. Number 4 is the men's college basketball championship game. Number 5 is the NHL final. No, the World Series. Number 6 is the NHL finals. Number 7 man, who is number 7? Or who would be number 7? Number 7 is Wimbledon. Number 8's the Masters. I'm talking about singular sporting events, right? Maybe not necessarily single day. It could be over multiple days, multiple in a series, right? And just one per sport. So then you get to number 9. And without me putting a soccer event, I think number 9 is the Indy 500. So if you were to have multiple championship events per sport, then I think all the golf majors and all the tennis majors are more important than in the Indy 500 or the Daytona 500. But if you're going to handicap me with the one per sport, then I have to say the Indy 500 is 9th. And I don't really have a good 10th one for you. Because, like I said, yeah, there's others. Like, what am I going to say? Men's lacrosse championship, men's hockey championship, like college hockey. I don't, I'm just talking about shit I watch. You know what I mean? Yearly championship events that I actually watch. I don't fucking watch bowling. I don't watch fucking cricket or rugby. You know what I mean? There are exceptions for the Olympics. And yeah, I've seen some of these events offhand or one-offs. But these are not yearly events that I like, oh God, I gotta see this shit. You know what I mean? Like these 9 events I just named are the top 9, each in their respective sport. So yeah, I take Indy 500 over Daytona 500. And if you want to say, oh, it's a different sport or a different league, then fine, Daytona 500 would be next. But if it's not, then I guess Kentucky Derby's next, right? Well, I think I just did a top 10 without realizing I just did a top 10. And I gotta be honest, sometimes Wimbledon and the Masters feel like a bigger deal to me than the World Series. But oh well, I'm just a weirdo, I guess. We're under green flag. Small talk is over. We got 64 laps to go in the Daytona 500. Bubba Wallace in the lead. So we are more than 2/3 of the way through this puppy. See if can Bubba Wallace hold on? Can he make history? We got a bunch of Toyotas and Fords up towards the front. Chevy not performing. We got 63 laps to go in the Great American Race. I think we at least have 20 or so active cars out there. Looks like a lot of people did survive the pileup. I think I count about 28 cars out there still, I think. Don't quote me on that. I'm trying to count. We got 62 laps to go. Toyotas are running in the first, second, third, sixth, and 11th spots currently. To me, it looks like Bell and Wallace are battling, even though they're Toyotas, and we still got a ways away before this race is over. You figure they work a little better together here. But I feel like they're jockeying for position with 61 laps to go in what is being considered the craziest Daytona 500 of all time. Well, I'm glad I decided to do this live stream now. People popping in and out, but it's okay. Hamlin right now running ninth. They highlighted him. $59 laps to go in the Daytona 500. Heim in first place, followed by Wallace, then Bell, then Bushner, then Herbst, then Custer, then Berry, then Elliott, Gregson, Hamlin, Chastain, Nikolowski. And you know what? Believe it or not, here's the highlight I want to point out. Jimmy Johnson in 14th place currently. I'm stunned. I thought he was out of the race. He crashed earlier. Does that mean we only have like 11, 12, 13 cars on the lead lap? Who's on the lead lap? They need to tell us that. How many of these cars are on the lead lap? As we got 58 laps to go. My guy Logano sits in 18th place. We got 57 laps to go. And we're going to commercial. So again, we've only had one chat today, but I can't stress this enough, and I want to say this, so y'all understand with 56 laps to go here. We had a comment that said, "Aim the camera at the TV, please." Again, can't do it. Copyright issue. Look, I understand some of you guys might be in a boat where you're looking to find the race. One way or another, you don't have access to an antenna or something, and you're trying to watch this race. And I understand you're probably looking it up, you're searching it up, and then you see this fat guy talking to the camera instead of the race. And it can be frustrating because I've been in the shoes before where I've been looking for a way to watch a sporting event when I didn't have the proper channels to do so. And sometimes it's been successful. Sometimes I found not looking to get my channel struck down. And all I got to say is if this is your only way you could enjoy watching this race or hearing about this race, then I'll do the best I can to give you good commentary on it. But I want to be viewed more as I'm complimentary to the show itself, to the race itself. I shouldn't be the main way you watch it. I should be the secondary voice or a voice you hear on the commercial or something instead. This is not meant to replace the broadcast, as we have 50 in the Great American Race. Yeah, this is not meant to replace the broadcast. This is meant to enhance the broadcast or give you an interactive way to discuss what's going on. Toyota's here dominating. That's the story right now. 4 Toyotas in the top 4. You got Heim, you got Wallace, you got Bell, you got Herbst. This should ride out for a while, honestly. It's just another caution or something crazy. These guys will have to pit one more time at least. But will it be a green? Will they hold off for the yellow? They'll probably hold off for the yellow. We got 53 laps to go in the Great American Race. We're going 3 wide on every turn at this point. And the Toyotas are leading each line. So Toyota's in a great position. They just got to make sure they don't bump into each other. Hold the lines. If I was telling these Toyotas right here, I'm like, guys, just hold your lines until the next caution comes out and we got to go pit. Or we got, I don't know, 35 laps to go and you got to pit on green. Hold the line, though. Don't let anybody get around you. You shouldn't when it's 3 wide already. Hold your line, throttle right, stay in front. Don't jock each other for position. This early on in stage 3. Let them push you. When you got 3 Toyotas in the front working together, the only thing that can disrupt that is that pit stop. There will be another pit stop happening. Will it be a green or yellow? We don't know. It'll be the most important pit stop of the year for these crews. winning the Daytona 500 changes your life. People remember that more than when you win the NASCAR championship. They just do. You know, you're on a week after the Super Bowl. You get full national attention this time of year. We got 50 laps to go. We are 3/4 of the way done with the Great American Race. 2 hours and 40 minutes into the broadcast. This is a record-setting pace, in my opinion. I don't ever remember being this quick. I'm used to Daytona 500 starts at 2:30 Eastern. We're not over until freaking 7. But hell, they actually flagged this race for a start at 2:15, even quicker than I thought. I would just barely got the stream set up. I had no idea they were going that early. I wasn't even thinking they'd go that early. I mean, my TV guide even says different. Maybe they started it slightly sooner because of rain concerns. I don't know. But it started up quick. And now with 49 laps to go, Toyota's in the front. Can they hold their lines? They've been holding these lines for a while. They shouldn't be competing against each other yet. They should be holding their lines and being unselfish about it for now. $48. Bubba Wallace still in first. He's led many laps. I mean, he's had to have led almost all the laps since that last caution that propelled him to first. Yeah, he's given up the lead here and there, but he's mostly led the laps since the last caution. I don't necessarily think he'll hold on all the way. I think the last pit stop's really going to shuffle it around a bit. Who's got the best pit crew? That's the question. Ultimately, that's what it's going to come down to if they have to pit under green, especially here. $47 laps to go. Commercial on green flag. That's annoying. $46 laps to go. Says at this point in the race, the last 7 winners of the Daytona 500 did not lead a lap up to this point. So you have a lot of late bloomers. Who could be a late bloomer in this field? Again, I really can't give my final, hey, I like this car until I see this last pit. Question is, when will they pit on green? If they don't have a caution out by lap 35 laps left, I think they're going to pit. We're going to pit in about 10 laps. I think anybody that pits sooner than that could really regret it if the caution comes out. But you don't want to wait too much longer than that either, because they've already been going for a bit here. Also, who's going to be daring enough to stay out? 35 to go. I'm sure there's going to be somebody. Okay, we're going to pit with 25 left. Hope there's a caution. You know, sort of do the Zane strategy here. That won him stage one, but to win the whole race. $44 laps to go. I got no idea what's going to happen, guys. Heim and Bubba Wallace have been back and forth. Toyotas are the top 4 right now on the leaderboard. They've been dominating for at least 20-plus laps here. It's going to get shaken up soon. You know it, and I know. We get towards the end of the Daytona 500, it gets wild. 43 laps to go in the Daytona 500. It's been a pretty good race. Good green flag racing. We've got a lot of that. If you like big accidents, we did have a few of those. Right. Hey, Sam. Who you got winning the Daytona 500? Of course he'd ask for we play. 42 laps to go in the Daytona 500. Bubba Wallace in first. He won stage 2 earlier. It's getting tense out there. Yo, Sam, do me a favor. Hit the like button, would you? Today, could we get one like? Just one like for the effort put into this stream. 41 laps to go in the Daytona 500. It's scary, even at 9th right now. He knows his track very well. Maybe better than anybody who's currently racing. I think if I could have it their way, they would want Bubba Wallace to win it. I don't care about that shit. I don't care about identity politics. I want a good close finish. I picked Joey Logano to win it. If he wins it, cool. If he don't, that's just how it goes. We got 40 laps to go. So we are 4/5 of the way through the Great American Race. Business is about to pick up. 39 laps to go. Bubba Wallace doing about 178 miles an hour. Flying around the track in the purple T3 car. Mostly. Keeping his lead. Bouncing a little back and forth with Heim. 38 laps to go. Hyman Wallace at the front. Let's see if my prediction's right about them pitting with 35 to go. The top 5 racers are Toyotas. My God. If that doesn't break up soon, that's dominant right now. $37 laps to go in the Great American Race. We got 36 laps to go now. Custer's up there, a Chevy. Look at that Toyota dynasty's been a little broken up now. You got a Toyota, a Ford, a Chevy, and a Ford up there. Things have shaken up. Can Bubba Wallace hold on to first without his buddies up there to help him? With 35 laps to go, Bubba Wallace is hanging on to first place. The Toyotas have fallen wayside. He's being chased by Fords and Chevys. But he's got that lead. Middle lane. Can Bubba keep it up? Right now, he's the star of the show. With 34 laps to go in the Daytona 500. You could feel it being more intense. There still is plenty of racers out there who have not pit. They still refuse to pit. I was wrong about when they would pit, but they're going to have to pit at some point. Will it be at 30 to go? Will it be at 25 to go? How long can you go? Because I'm pretty sure they all pitted. A lot of them pitted with shoot, man. Man, they had to have pitted with $70 to go. With 70 to go, they had to have pitted. So they've been almost 40 laps without pitting. Maybe stretch it out to 45. I know that Smith, who won stage 1, he stretched it out to damn near 50 laps without pitting. And it worked for him. 32 laps now to go in the Daytona 500. Hats off to Bubba Wallace, man. I thought for a while that he just got lucky that he got in first from the caution, but he's kept that lead. Custer, man, is moving real close to him now. 31 laps to go. Just guys. Nobody's pit yet. 30 laps to go. Oh, man. We got Bubba Wallace, then Custer, then Pierce, then Bushner, then Bell, then Chastain in the top six with 29 laps to go in the 68th running of the Great American Race, the Daytona 500. You're watching RJ Game News USA. One of the things we do around here is do live commentary on sporting events. So please consider subscribing and button. Usually the Daytona 500 finishes at night. We're still a little daylight out there. Laps to go. Bubba Wallace still in first. Oh, man. "27 laps to go. We are hitting the 3-hour mark on this broadcast here. Bubba Wallace in first. I was off on the pitting. I thought pitting would happen at 35 to go. We're at 27 to haven't pit yet. They're about 38 laps since they pitted. I think. I don't know. It could be more than that even. No. That's about right. No. We're about 44 laps since they last pitted, guys. At 45 laps because we got 26 to go. That's crazy. They've got to be pitting soon. You can't go over 50 laps. You can't without pitting. There's just no way. Bubba Wallace is extending his lead, if anything. Still not pitting. With 25 laps to go. How long has it been since someone run out of gas on a racetrack? We're getting to that point. There ain't no fucking way Bubba Wallace can't pit soon. I know where he's hiding all this gas. Now, when they do, we're to the point now, when they do fuel up, they're not going to fill them up all the way. They're just going to fill them up half. And if it might be half fuel only, let's get going. Because the difference here between a quick pit and a not quick pit is the difference between being in first and being in last, probably. I know we keep talking about the pit situation, but it's the biggest drama going on right now. "23 laps to go." For number 23, in first place, wishing and wishing he did not have to pit. Sadly, someone must tell him there has to be a pit stop soon. And another refusal to pit with 22 laps to go. I'm at a loss for words here. What Zane Smith did was crazy and it worked earlier. What Bubba Wallace is attempting is unheard of. Where's the gas? What's left in that tank? We are witnessing one of the fastest paced Daytona 500s of all time. "21 laps to go." And I can honestly say I am proud to be an American today. I'm not saying I'm the biggest Bubba Wallace fan either. But, I thought some of his stuff has been nonsense. But you got to give it up for the guy. He might be going out on a shield here. Got to have went down 50 laps without pitting. "20 laps to go." Bubba Wallace, I believe, has led the most laps today. And he won stage 2. But can he hang on for the ultimate prize? Here they go. They're pitting. They're going to pit now. Bubba Wallace decided to pit now with 19 laps to go. And Bushner has not. I am not sure when Bushner last pitted, but Bushner is staking his claim for first right now. You got about half the track on. If the yellow were to come out right now, Bushner would get the big beneficiary of that. That's one of the reasons you don't pit there. You don't pit with everyone, and you hope a flag will come out for him if you're him. Well, you know, how long has it been since Bushner pitted? And Barry and Granson and Custer. Can they finish this race off? Like, did they pit another time I don't know about? $17 laps to go in the Daytona 500. We got some more pit stops going on, led by Denny Hamlin. Bushner's earned almost 3/4 of the track on Bubba. $16 laps to go. Custer's out of gas. Custer has ran out of gas. And now Bushner, I believe Bushner and a bunch of others have pitted. And believe it or not, folks, with 15 laps to go, back from the dead, a man who led early on, and then at some point in the middle of this race, led again after dropping back, and then dropped back again, and now he leads again. Kurt Busch is back in first place somehow, some way. And Chastain is back there in second again. And Gibbs is back up there. And Elliott and Blaney and Logano, my guy, in ninth. What a story. Somehow, some way. Although Chastain is now taken over in first. 14 laps to go in the Daytona 500. 74 lead changes is the record for lead changes in the Daytona 500. They count the lead changes during when people are passing each other. There was a lot of back and forth going on today. Doesn't mean you had to lead the whole lap. So 74 lead changes. And the previous record was 60. So this is one of the greatest Daytonas of all time. We got more pits going on. Chase Elliott is now in first place. And the guy that I predicted maybe left for dead earlier, Joey Logano, in second place. I could only imagine. Y'all won't even believe I picked Logano to win if he did. But you'd have to go back and watch the streams for the proof. You'd have to go back and watch the streams for the proof. Joey Logano was my guy from the get-go. And guess what? Elliott just pitted. Guess what that means, folks? My guy, Joey Logano, in first place with 12 laps to go. With 12 laps to go. McDowell in the lead with 10 laps to go. This is crazy. By Joey Logano in second. Ryan Blaney in third. The winner of stage one, Zane Smith in fourth. Oh, he pitted or something. I don't know what happened there. Michael McDowell won the 2021 Daytona 500. Keep an eye on him. Oh boy, guys. We're going to be in for quite a finish. Quite a finish. Good God. Pathetic. And with the caution flag is out. The caution flag is out. The caution flag is out. Well, it certainly has been an exciting race. I gotta say, last time we were on commercial, I checked in on the NBA All-Star game, and yeah, I'll let you guys know. Save yourself some time and energy. The game has no defense. The game looks like shit. The game, honestly, me and some friends could play a pickup game more intense than they're playing that game. There's no freaking point, no freaking point at all to the NBA All Star game. Yeah, well, yeah, we're on a commercial right now. I won't even entertain that. What a time for a commercial on a call with like what, a handful of laps to go. Like what a time, right? Fox full of fucking idiots over there. I gotta say. I got to say. Yeah, it was the 2021 Daytona 500 where Michael McDowell won after a big crash. Now he's in first place. All right, guys, we are in the very final stretch of the Daytona 500. We're going to have a winner very shortly once we go green, white, checkered. Who we feeling right here? In top five is McDowell, Hochvar, Reddick, Byron, Kozlowski. Can we get somebody that's out of that top five? Well, 6 through 10 is Wallace, Bushner, Grayson, Namchick, who, he led earlier on. Barry, then 11 through 15 is Bush, Chastain, Logano, Stenhouse Jr. And 16 through 20 is Gibbs, Hines, Jones, and Pierce, Prince, Priest, whatever. 23 different leaders today, a Daytona 500 record. The most lead changes in Daytona 500 history, a record. Now, this Daytona will really be remembered if we get a close photo finish like we've seen a few in the past, then it could be the greatest Daytona 500 of all time. Good girl. Good girl. We're still under caution. Hey. All right, McDowell first. We're still under caution. 5 laps to go. There's 30 cars on the lead lap. I didn't realize there was still that many on the lead lap. This will be all out fucking chaos to the finish, guys. It's going to be nuts. All right, so it's not quite a green-white checkered. I got a little ahead of myself. But it's a green flag with McDowell in first with 3 laps to go in the Daytona 500. 2.5-mile track. I'm sorry, there was 4 laps to go, actually, when they went into green, not 3. Reddick in first. In second, McDowell in third. Man, getting a real push up there is McDowell. Hotchever, just a huge teammate move right there, giving a big old push. Wow, wins that Daytona 500. He ought to be personally thanking Hovicher or whatever is really going out of his way. Dow the win if he can. Way out of his way. Two Chevys in the front. Two laps to go in the Daytona 500. McDowell in first. Hovicher in second. Byron in third. Reddick in fourth. Jones in fifth. We're nearing the end of the race. The most lead changes. The most leaders. Daytona 500 history. Oh! Hovicher will move to take the lead. I'm probably butchering his name. They're bumping each other side by side here. 3 Chevys in the lead. 1 lap to go on the final lap of the Daytona 500. Oh, we got a huge crash up front. But I don't see the yellow. Yellow's not out. They're letting it play. They're letting it play. They all flew off the side there. Chase Elliott's in first. Smith, who won stage 1, is pushing him in second. He's going to have to try to get around him. I love the fact they're letting this play out. Oh, he's going to get... It's going to be a photo fish! Another crash! Wait a minute! Oh! Oh! Reddick wins the Daytona 500! Has cars crash all behind him! One of the most unbelievable finishes in the history of the Daytona 500! Oh, man! Tyler Reddick! Tyler Reddick with the win. One of the most spectacular, amazing, stupendous, unbelievable endings to the history of the Daytona 500. Unbelievable. There was 2 crashes on that final lap, and they held on. They didn't throw the caution up. I love that they let that play out because it wasn't blocking the lead cars, even though lead cars were crashing. That is how you finish one of the greatest Daytona 500s of all time. And that is how you end a stream. Guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I feel like even though we lacked a little bit of chat engagement here and a little bit of continuous watching, we had people coming in and out all stream. Thank you all for watching. I'll see y'all later. Tyler Reddick wins the Daytona 500. This is RJ signing out. Have a good one.